Before we start, we would like you to imagine about this with us. What would it be like if we turn on the classical music radio station instead of hearing this? But we heard this instead. Hi, I'm Thanyawat.
I'm Ria. With our violinist Payne, we are the Circular Trio.
So what you just heard is an excerpt from the piece that being composed by British composer Ruth Chan for our commissioning project Shakespeare 400. The idea of this project is to create a contemporary interdisciplinary work combining music and drama based on Shakespeare play The Winter's Tale. Another aspect is to expand the repertoire for violin, clarinet, and piano, as well as define genre by including a part for actor.
This project unfolds to several aspects. The first is outreach, which will take us to different local communities and bring them the meaningful cultural experience. The second would be the live performances that we are aiming to present this work to the traditional concert halls, as well as the Shakespeare festivals and conferences, as we hope to bring together the concert goers and Shakespeare enthusiasts. To reach more audiences, we are plan to make a studio recording and publish it on the digital platforms, including iTunes, YouTube, Amazon. The last stage of this project would be publication of the libretto and the score, which will be available for rental for the musicians throughout the country and potentially reach out internationally as well.
So the grand total budget of this project would be $7,500. We have already raised 27 by playing fundraiser concerts and from private donations since the beginning of our 2016 and 17 season, which will cover the artist fee. So, however, we still need $4,800 to cover the rest. We are planning to use running start money to support the recording and mastering fees, which is going to cost $2,500. So we will raise additional funds by playing more fundraiser concerts and using crowdfunding.
Music and Shakespeare play has a profound connection rooted since centuries ago. There are many classic music that is inspired by Shakespeare plays, including the operas Othello, Falstaff, Tempest, ballet Romeo and Juliet, and other chamber instrumental works. Also for theater productions, music is also present, and there are many cases that music is the background music as to deliver the subtextual messages and enhances the dramatic effects. However, for us, the Circular Trio's Winter's Tale, there are several unique features that stand out from other existing productions. First, our music is being composed at this moment, which is current and updated, and that reflects our generation. And the original text that is intact to the composition will be spoken instead of singing, which is this uncommon collaboration of art forms and more audience-friendly. And unlike the theater productions, our music will be played live by the violin, clarinet, and piano trio, and the music will stay active and essential as the spoken text. And the last, comparing to the theater and the opera production that costs a huge amount of time and money to prepare and staging, our project has only this trio and an actor, which is more accessible to other fellow musicians and more affordable to bring to live performances.
So we want to present a new experience to audience in a non-traditional concert setting. So we hope this work will be performed everywhere by any performers around the world. And we strongly believe this project will fulfill our trio goal of bringing new music to new audiences. Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions? your strategies for collaboration to get sales? How are you going to get people to come see the performance?
As we mentioned before, we are bringing to outreach to schools, colleges, as you would see for artist residency, and retirement homes, and high schools with music and theater literature classes, and also libraries and public parks.
So one of
And,
Do you have any already sort of committed, or are you?
yeah, we already have.
Is it local, or are you?
Local,
Local.
in Michigan area.
So the Michigan area.
Yeah.
How long is the piece?
We're
about like 50 minutes in length, yep, for the entire play. But we will have the text reduction by Professor Sandra Logan, who is over there. So she will be our librettist for this project. And
What made you choose Shakespeare?
pardon?
Why did you choose the Shakespeare?
Because last year, from the since the April of last year, in 1 year expand is actually the Shakespeare anniversary of his death for 400 years. So many Shakespeare company and Shakespeare festival has surveyed about this. And I saw it on Facebook actually, and then I was like, oh, it would be nice to like commission a work based on one of Shakespeare play. And then our violinist hand come up with the idea of why don't we add the narrator or actor into it? And since then we approached to Professor Logan, and then it become in the process like this now.
With your after-school program, will there be any supplemental materials for teachers, or how are you supporting kind of the Shakespeare, introducing Shakespeare to the community?
So for now, in terms of outreach, we plan to contact with the literature class and introduce this to the school or around the area. That is our plan for now. But as Leah mentioned before, that we are going to publish the score and the libretto so they can use it as a reference for the class later on as well.
That's all the questions we have time for.
Thank you.